What's up, folks, and welcome to another episode of the Shired podcast with DP. I am that host, DP, Despop, aka Jay. But before we go any further, I would ask that you please observe and obey my rules, follow the showcased accounts, unless stated otherwise, as in, don't ever follow Dan Bongino. That guy is a dick. Some of you may know that I bleed blue, always have since my birth. Law enforcement was kind of the family business for me, and I usually post a daily segment titled The Final Call, where I showcase multiple line-of-duty deaths from history related to that particular day. And I'd like to start including those segments into this show going forward, something that blows my mind as I search for cases every day. And what I've learned is that the numbers on September 11th really need an overhaul and an update. As Minnesota sacrifices their citizens on behalf of their Muslim population and New York City betrays itself with their current selection as mayor, no one seems to be paying attention to the death toll from that awful day. The number still officially stands at 2,977 deaths, not including the 19 terrorists. You know what I see daily while researching LEO line of duty deaths? And this doesn't even include firefighters, but just the law enforcement side alone, daily, I find officers considered line-of-duty deaths due to cancer caused by being at ground zero from the recovery effort. And it's not just NYPD. It's all the surrounding departments, including out of state like Jersey and Connecticut. I remember my department sent a huge contingent to assist. But look at this. On this date, January 21st, in 2024, Herbert Fonseca, NYPD, passed as a result of cancer developed following his assignment to the search and recovery efforts at WTC. But he's not alone on this day in history. Perry Villani, January 21st, 2014, along with Tommy Merriweather, January 21st, 2013. And the number still stands since almost day one at 2,977. It hasn't moved, folks. Add firefighters, and even not including those killed in both wars, started as a result of 9/11, allegedly, and we gotta be well over 10,000. Remember that when Mustafa or Admiral Akbar try to run for office in your area. We're still losing American heroes to that awful day. I urge you to look it up yourself and read some of the stories, not only related to 9/11, but other line-of-duty deaths at odmp.org or at ODMP on X. They chronicle LEO deaths going back to the 1800s, and some of these incidents read like a Hollywood script. Read up on some of them and pay your respects. Now, let me read to you what is both a love story and a cautionary tale of sorts. In 1995, a man named Sonny Graham received the heart of a man who died by suicide. Years later, he married the donor's widow and took his own life the exact same way the donor had. Graham, then in his 50s and suffering from heart failure, received a life-saving transplant from a 33-year-old man named Terry Cottle, who had died by suicide. Out of gratitude, Graham reached out to Cottle's widow, Cheryl, to thank her for her late husband's gift. The two began corresponding, eventually meeting in person in 1997. Their connection grew quickly, and they later married in 2004. Friends and relatives described their relationship as affectionate, though Graham occasionally spoke about feeling like a different person after the transplant. In 2008, tragedy repeated itself when Graham took his own life in the same manner as his donor, using a firearm. The eerie parallel fueled debate about cellular memory, the controversial idea that transplanted organs might carry fragments of a personality, emotion, or memory from their original owners. While no scientific evidence supports the theory, the story of Sonny Graham has become one of the most cited examples in discussions about the psychological and emotional aftermath of organ transplantation. Medical experts instead attribute such cases to survivor's guilt, post-surgical depression, or the emotional weight of forming intimate connections through trauma. Nonetheless, Graham's case remains a chilling narrative of love, identity, and fate intertwined by science. Amazing story, huh? Except the fact that I wish men, including myself, because I'm totally guilty of this, but folks really need to spot the red flags that are staring you right in the face. Hopefully no one dated this broad since. While this story is trying to make some link between the first dude's heart tissue somehow penetrating the second dude's brain, did anyone ever consider the chick? That's two now on her watch. Did the second guy ever go deep research on why the first guy ended it all? Methinks maybe she's untouchable. Fellas, stay away. Sorry. Not sorry. Looks like Russian politicians are no different from American politicians. Anything for a campaign fundraising photo op. Hey, sorry your cock got blown off, bro. Here's an iPad. Vote for me. Don't know why I went Australian with that. That's my best Russian. Now for a segment called The Right Side of History. What is that, you may ask? This is the show where I search the interwebs for examples of those who insist they're on the right side of history, a side we should all strive to be on. So come along on my journey to be a better person, and as always, I'll start us off with an example of someone on the wrong side of history.
I am a Mexican American, but I am at risk for ICE stopping me, to question me, or detain me. And I swear to God, if ICE ever stops me, I am going to comply with every lawful order they make.
Hey guys, Brittany here. I'm a mess. I'm not doing good at all today.
But if we had a king, we wouldn't be able to have the protest.
Oh, we would. We would.
What does your sign say?
We have the right to protest. And Trump would say no, by the way. Trump would say no.
Trump on to make him a monarch?
He started to take control and do illegal things and that are not within his power. So that's pretty much what makes a person a monarch. They take complete control even though they shouldn't have it.
What illegal things has he done?
Come here. What illegal things? Everything that he has done except for get elected. Every single thing since he's gotten into office.
What the hell happened to this dude? Bro, get on carnivore quick because we need you more than ever. We can't wait for Bondi and Patel anymore. And one other thing. You were the pedophile destroyer, and now you're trying to look like one. Have you been hanging out with Brian Shapiro? If you can't grow a proper stash, don't fucking do it, bro. Shave that shit off before you have to start registering your address every time you move. Hey, does anyone know if this chick's for hire? Asking for a friend. And now it's time for Dumb Cops.
Shadow, calm down, Shadow. Calm down. Why you doing that? Don't be part of the military like that. You gotta do better than that. I'm so sorry, military guys. Shadow, relax. My bad, y'all. I'm sorry. No, he's good. He's calm. Please. I don't want no problem. Stop, Shadow. We're gonna get in trouble by the military. Have a good night, y'all. God bless.
Just kidding, guys. That was pretty funny, actually. And how about a real cop vid for once?
Listen. Yes, there is, because I'm telling you to. In the state of Maryland, I can tell you get out of the car. So you're going to get out of the car, you're going to go to jail. I'm going to tell you one more time, get out of the car. Do you understand me? Do you understand me? Get out of the car now.
What's your probable cause?
I don't need probable.
Now let's go with the timeline cleanse for intermission. And from there, we move into We Was Kangs.
We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us.
Take the stick ass with you.
Oh yeah, get you some of that.
Me.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Get it all. Oh shit. That's some good shit right there, ain't it?
Get. Go ahead, get up.
Mommy, no, this shit, bitch. What? You don't have to fucking hat. I'll beat you. What's your goddamn kid? What's your goddamn kid, bitch? What's that? What's that? Take my ass out and stop hiding, harassing us. Yes, you have.
And we'll follow that with a fan favorite, White People.
And my manhood does not come in the form of my genitalia. or that can be lost too. My pronouns are they, them, or at least that's what I share with people most often, but for this particular meeting, I will come out fully as saying that my pronouns are she, they, him. Now, I don't usually go into that because it becomes a quite interesting, delicate conversation about what it means to be a man, what it means to be a woman.
Watch yourself. It's dangerous up there. It's hot out today. Have a good one.
That's straight comedy right there. I don't care who you are. I'm talking about the smoke detector dead battery beep at the end. Classic. So I don't get banned on YouTube, I'll just go with this image instead of the original photo. Y'all remember this guy, right? Well, for those that don't know, his name was Barry Wood. I say was because he passed a while back, although legends truly never die, do they? Last night on DP Does Gaming, he came up in casual conversation between myself and the First Lady of DP Nation. Check it out.
Yikes.
Let me be the judge. That's at rest, babe. That's at rest.
Can you imagine the murder scene that would...
Can I imagine the murder scene? Yes. And I know several women I'd love to see on a prayer card because of Barry fucking Wood. Absolutely.
That's called death by horsecock. Look that one up next.
Oh,
Don't.
Yeah, you.
Don't. Yeah, don't. Unless.
It looks like a dead banana.
Unless you want a good laugh. It looks like a dead banana. Folks, this is the commentary you only get. From DJ producer extraordinaire Snarky Potatoes. What the fuck?
Folks, that's the type of entertainment you can only get from DP Does Gaming. Tune in for daily free swag contests. Also, please tune in to the New American Radicals podcast with FBI whistleblower and suspendable Steve Friend. No, this is not a paid advertisement. He doesn't even know I exist. But if you want real stories with zero motive or agenda, just facts, this is the show for you. Lay off the right-wing grifters and their clickbait rage trip bullshit. This dude doesn't have the personality or charisma to pull off the fake stuff. You may even doze off because he's so plain and vanilla. As long as you heed his warnings and advice, you may just make it out of this hellscape with your mind intact.
So you know, Pam Bondi, you want to come and arrest me? You want to come and give me charges? So be it. And for all the people giving me death threats, threatening my life, kill me. Go ahead, kill me. Because you know what? As Fred Hampton said, you can kill the revolutionary, but you can't kill the revolution.
This guy's popping up everywhere. It's obvious to me that he's on a mission of self-destruction. He just doesn't have the balls to do it himself. Just listen to him. Folks, if you're close to this guy and care for this guy, get him help. Don't encourage this. I won't mourn for him. And what he doesn't realize is that no one knows his name, specifically those he protests on behalf of. He's being used. Just look at LeBron Tiqua after he's done talking. Show you right. Preach on, brother. She doesn't care if you die for her grift. You are collateral damage, and not a single person on earth, except maybe for your family, will remember you past maybe a week. Fuck off, bro. I got a confession to make. This time of the year is difficult for me in the battle to lose weight. Am I the only one who was addicted to the Cadbury cream eggs with the fake yolks inside? I hate Pepsi, but it was on sale. But those damn eggs. If they were available year-round, I'd have no feet by now due to diabetes. Now it's time for the Wood of the Day. You're welcome, fellas. Speaking of fellas, J. Rue with the banger. Men, after knowing each other for a month, bro, what's your name? Followed by, bro, I dare you to sit on that. There. Fixed it for you, Mr. Rue. Have a great day. Is anyone else wondering why there aren't parents screaming in the streets because their local daycare is closed abruptly? Almost as if there was never a single fucking child legitimately registered in a Somali daycare to begin with? That's all the proof I need, so where the fuck are you, Pam Bondi? Or how about you, Director Vindaloo? Do something. Sticking with Mario Norfall, this, folks, justifies the use of deadly force. What the actual fuck is our federal law enforcement doing? Renee Good was a justified shoot. This would be certainly justified, yet they do nothing. That should have been the lead on Dumb Cop. Sorry I dropped the ball on that one. And can you believe this broad was CIA? Now the governor of Virginia? This chick was a line of defense for us, folks. We're lucky to be alive. I showcased this one the other day, but forgot to mention the whole point of her vid wasn't even to share her opinion on ice. It was because she wanted you to know how gross and smelly she is. What is the point of her holding her arm in an upright position throughout the vid, if not to showcase her armpit hair? Why do liberal bitches always do this? Hey, look at how vile and stinky I am. Is she afraid her head hair will fall off if she lets go? Nope, it's about the pits. She loved to show you her pubes, but TikTok would bang her for it. So that's on her OnlyFans. And remember what DP says, folks. If the lady pots require a scrunchie, I ain't going down there. Anyone that votes for Eric Swalwell over this bullshit promise deserves the world they get. He can't revoke driver's licenses for ICE, people. Don't fall for it. Or maybe do fall for it. I'd cheer for your self-destruction. I just wish it were faster. Now it's time for I Wanna Be a Hoe.
I wanna be a hoe.
In the supermarket today. Lip donation today in the frozen halls.
And we'll end like we always do with the timeline cleanse. Sorry I tricked you. Here's a proper timeline cleanse. Later, bitches.
This is my pool, and this is my baby otter. Lola's never swam in a deep body of water, so this is a big day for Lola. She's like, I need to go in. Look at those webbed feet.
Go, go, go.
Oh! She does this little tongue thing. Every time she goes in the water, she just sticks her tongue out. Come on. Come on, Lola. Look at her on my shoulder. She's got to learn how to swim, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to slightly put her off away from me, and she should naturally float a little bit. There you go! Yes, Lola, come here! Good girl, that's good, that's better. Head out, there you go. You're so cute. Okay, one more time. Yes, Lola! Yes! Yeah.
Wet otter.
A little post-snap. There you go. Oh yeah, it's your favorite. That's water and a fruit. This has some good stuff.
Get him, Jay. I'm not a cop.
You got DP'd.